On February 14th, 2014, God transferred my brother Al's soul into perfect peace in heaven, a peace he was unable to find here on earth. He was accidentally struck by a vehicle and killed instantly on a dark, rainy night. He was 57 years old at the time of his death. He was the real Wayfaring Stranger, just like the song, walking everywhere and perpetually on the move. Al was 16 months older than me. We were very close growing up, practically inseparable. We constantly played sports, and I was fortunate to have someone to throw ball with at a moment's notice, and he was usually willing. Our favorite sport was football, and we've always been die-hard Tennessee Vol fans. Al was a very good high school athlete and a fierce competitor, excelling in football, where he started and earned 3 varsity letters, and also track and baseball. It was a big disappointment to him when his senior football season was cut short due to a season-ending injury in the 3rd game, and I think the disappointment carried over into the classroom. He bounced back the next year when he attended a military academy in Virginia, where he helped lead the football team to a league championship and did very well in the classroom. He really did his best under a strong system of authority. Over the years, Al was a loyal friend to many people, and he was the best man at my wedding. Unfortunately, he struggled with mental illness, beginning the year after he came home from Virginia and continuing for almost 4 decades until his death. Over the years, I still had occasional glimpses of who my brother really was, but in many ways I felt as if I began to lose him when he was about 19. I, along with many people, tried desperately to help him over all the years. However, Al was a very strong-willed person and did what he wanted to do. He really drifted, and life was a struggle. He spent much of the last 20 years or so homeless and living on the streets, similar to people we may see in our everyday lives. At his funeral, many people shared how Al had touched their lives, including some of his childhood buddies, his former high school football coach, and others who tried to help him through his struggles later in life. Several people traveled many miles from other states on short notice to be there. I loved Al very much. I think about him every day. I will miss him until our reunion in heaven. I am confident that Al's soul is in heaven and that I will see him again in eternity. Even though Al went through life here on earth with many problems, his major problem was already solved. He made a decision when he was probably 12 or so, maybe earlier. He exercised his free will to believe in God's grace plan for salvation. We talked about this many times over the years, and as recently as a few months before his death. Thank you for your interest in listening to my brother's story. Wayfaring Stranger, Al's Song Part 2, is an explanation for my confident expectation that I will see my brother in heaven.